Hi, precious heart. Thank you for joining us for our weekly vlog. As we have been sharing through Era of Peace, an imperative facet of the divine plan for 2022 calls for awakening humanity to hold the sacred space and to co-create the divine matrix that will initiate and sustain a life-transforming, generational changing of the guard. This monumental change is destined to begin occurring on planet Earth during the current phase of our ascension process. This generational changing of the guard involves billions of embodied souls. These precious ones include the incoming babies, the children who are already here, and the teenagers and young people known as Generation Z and the Millennials. These divinely prepared sons and daughters of God have incarnated in every country and in every condition and situation existing in the world. Millions of them are well aware of the urgent need of the hour, and they are now standing in readiness to assume their place as transformational leaders in the process of co-creating the heart-based patterns of perfection for the new earth. The rest of them are awakening at an accelerated pace and will soon join in the epic effort of transfiguring back into light the painful and fear-based human miscreations that have caused so much suffering on this planet. The light work of awakening humanity has been instrumental in preparing for this moment. Now, all is in readiness. Please listen to this information with an open heart and mind. It may seem new to you, but it is not. Your I Am presence has magnetized this information into your sphere of conscious awareness because you are being called to action. If you are over 30 years old, an important part of your multifaceted reason for being on earth at this time has been to raise the consciousness of the masses of humanity in order to pave the way for the enlightened souls who would embody on earth after this planet and all her life were permanently freed from the human miscreation known as the wheel of karma. That seemingly miraculous event was God victoriously accomplished through the unified efforts of heaven and earth during the myriad global activities of light that took place during harmonic convergence in August of 1987. The Company of Heaven has confirmed that during the 4 days of harmonic convergence, August 15th through the 18th, 1987, humanity, the elemental kingdom, and Mother Earth reached a frequency of vibration that allowed the mighty Elohim to raise this planet off of the humanly miscreated trap of the wheel of karma. During that cosmic moment, the Elohim were able to return Mother Earth to her rightful place on the spiral of evolution. The spiral of evolution is where we were always supposed to be and where we were prior to our fall from grace. Before the fall, humanity functioned within the love-based evolutionary process known as the law of the circle, which is the in-breath and the out-breath of our Father, Mother God. When we began using our creative faculties of thought and feeling, in ways that were not based in love. The discordant frequencies on Earth became so dense that Mother Earth fell off of the spiral of evolution into the abyss of separation and duality. In that fragmented and fear-based frequency, that distorted energy in that realm caused humanity to inadvertently create an evolutionary trap of what we came to accept as the wheel of karma. The wheel of karma has trapped humanity and prevented us from moving forward in the light for eons of time. This is the reason that our evolutionary progress has been so painfully slow. But now, everything has changed. Today, the Company of Heaven is sharing once again some background about the sons and daughters of God who have embodied on this planet since Mother Earth reclaimed her rightful place on the spiral of evolution in 1987. These young people are known in the heavenly realms as the Holy Innocents because they are embodying on Earth for the very first time. They had not yet begun their evolutionary journey on Earth when humanity tragically fell from grace. Once that happened, our Father, Mother God issued a cosmic edict to protect the Holy Innocents from becoming trapped on humanity's miscreated wheel of karma. Our godparents issued a cosmic edict directing the solar logos from our central sun, Alpha and Omega, to stop the Holy Innocents from embodying on Earth until humanity was able to raise our frequency of vibration enough to transcend the wheel of karma and return Mother Earth to the spiral of evolution. Alpha and Omega fulfilled that divine edict and assigned the Holy Innocents to the inner temples of light in the electronic belt around the central sun. Since that time, eons ago, the Holy Innocents have been studying and evolving in the inner temples of light. After Mother Earth was lifted off the wheel of karma and placed back on the spiral of evolution in 1987, the cosmic edict was lifted, and the Holy Innocents began embodying on Earth by the millions. As a result, the vast majority of souls who have been born since 1987 are much more evolved than the rest of us were when we embodied for the first time on Earth myriad lifetimes ago. While waiting in the inner realms, the Holy Innocents were trained in unique and powerful ways that would allow them to help the rest of us to transfigure the pain and suffering of the old Earth into the patterns of perfection for the new Earth once they were finally allowed to embody. Since those sons and daughters of God had not been part of humanity's fall from grace, they were born karma-free. This means that even though they have volunteered to be born into some of the most difficult life experiences on Earth, they are not connected energetically to those situations through their own karmic liabilities. This is allowing them to transcend the discord and transmute the surfacing human miscreations into light far more easily than the rest of us can. In addition to being karma-free, the I Am presence of each of these young people encoded unique consciousness codes within their DNA prior to this embodiment. These consciousness codes were activated in 2018 through the unified efforts of heaven and the company of earth. The divine intent of the consciousness codes is to provide the holy innocents with easy access to the sacred knowledge they accumulated while they were waiting and studying in the inner temples of light. The sacred knowledge within their consciousness codes resonates with the knowing that we are one and that love is all there is. This is the unity consciousness of the new earth, which is the very essence of our Father, Mother, God. Unity consciousness reflects the reverence for all life that is necessary in order for these embodied souls to reach into the realms of cause, where the viable solutions for every single malady on earth exist. Since 2018 and the activation of the consciousness codes within the holy innocents, the I Am presence within each one of these young people has been gently preparing them for this cosmic moment. During this momentous year, awakened humanity is collaborating with the company of heaven and is being called to co-create the divine matrix that will initiate the generational changing of the guard. This facet of the divine plan is designed to awaken and motivate the holy innocents into action as they step forward and claim their positions as transformational leaders for the new earth. Dear one, contemplate this information this week and ask your I Am presence to help you comprehend the magnitude of the divine plan that is unfolding step by step, and that we are all being called to co-create. For detailed information on how you can add your magnificent light to this essential facet of the divine plan, please go to our website, eraofpeace.org, and read the information that has been given to us by the Company of Heaven regarding the 36th Annual World Congress on Illumination. God bless you. I look forward to being with you next week.